So let's get down to it, guys. We want to see the transformation process. Again, this is about 60 days since I started the juice fast. And today I'm coming to you about 137, 138 pounds. I started the juice fast at 150 pounds. So it was about a 12 to 13 pound weight loss. Most of that was during the juice fast, and I've lost a couple more pounds doing raw foods. And I also have been taking some bentonite clay and psyllium husk mixture. But I really recommend that for everybody at this point, especially if you're doing raw foods at least. Once I got that bentonite clay in there and that psyllium husk, I saw so much mucus.
Before I begin, I'd like to say that this video is in no way meant to body shame. A healthy body is a happy body. That can mean and look different depending on the individual. It is often stereotyped that women are the ones obsessed with body image and fall prey to disordered eating. However, many men struggle with this as well. I've especially noticed this recently, which is why I am making this video. In January 2016, Drew Moore noticed he gained a little bit of weight on Raw Till 4. Later that year, in September, he did a 30-day juice fast inspired by John Rose. Although Drew looked very worn out and unwell, people in the comment section told him he looked great. They also asked for advice on how to accomplish this. Vegan Gains noticed something very similar to this with Bobby's perspective.
And this highlights the main issue Bobby had following his vegan diet. He had a body image and eating disorder, which made him follow this ridiculous raw vegan diet, and he just ended up also starving himself, which is why he ended up looking like this. You don't end up looking like this if you don't have a body image and eating disorder. And I think videos like this show you just how bad his body image and eating disorders were at the time. So this is Bobby's juice fasting transformation video. At day 1, he's extremely skinny. He obviously shouldn't be trying to lose any weight, but Bobby thinks he isn't lean enough, so he decided to starve himself for 30 days. I also want to point out the comments on Bobby's video. He clearly looks terrible, he's extremely underweight, but he has all of these delusional morons in the comment section telling him he looks great, oh man, he's super lean and shredded. So his audience was just making his body image and eating disorders worse, which would have encouraged him to keep starving himself and go more and more extreme with his weight loss.
Tim Sheaf is a very notorious example of how he pushed his body to extremes. He went through rigorous training for Ninja Warrior. He not only fasted for extended periods of time, but he even admitted to binging and purging on occasion.
But I was eating a lot late. I bought a book about binge eating. I didn't really think I binge ate, but certainly in the spectrum of eating a lot and sometimes uncontrollable, like just eating carbs and like fruit and then just not feeling satisfied and going back for more, and then eating some fats because I'm like, okay, I need the fats then, and then mixing it all and then still not feeling satisfied. And in the interest of honesty, I've actually put my fingers down my throat just to clear it out because I've been so full before bed and not satisfied, and just...
What is even more concerning is people in the comments praise and encourage this. They even find it inspiring. Yet, 32 days into his fast, he is so worn out and weak, he is barely able to lift his head off the couch. Oh, hey, Tim, yeah, good job on the fast. I've been doing this and I've been looking into that, blah, 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 blah. Bro, I went for my first run post-fast today and holy shit, I'm fast now. I never realized how much losing half a stone would affect my speed, and I was already light for my height. Great video as always, man. Keep healing. Ooh, my housemates and I have been watching you, bro, and we're truly inspired. We're already on the distilled water and doing fasting now. This is not my idea of love, light, or healing. If anything, it's sick, twisted, and downright dangerous. Yet, those who point out it's dangerous and express concern are automatically brushed off and declared a judgmental hater for insulting their quote-unquote health journey. Is it just me here, or is there some dark, twisted side of the internet that finds others who go to extremes with their bodies and mind find it very entertaining in a way. This is especially noticeable with Eugenia Cooney, and as sad and concerning as it is, Eugenia has never talked about her diet. She never sold ebooks about weight loss or anything like that. If anything, she ignored comments and she suffered in silence. However, Drew Charles from CMC Broadcasting and many other ex-vegans and carnivores feel the need to compare and judge each other.
So fitness kind of gets a bad rap. It's kind of looked at as vain or unnecessary, or maybe humans aren't supposed to be big and strong or whatever. However, if you are at the point where your physical state doesn't allow you to gain fitness anymore, and you're not even at an adequate level of fitness to begin with, then what do you think your diet is doing for you, especially when you have the comparison to another diet that does allow you to achieve those things?
Drew is a confused, unethical guy who clearly has body dysmorphia. In the past 7 months, he has aged rapidly and appears to be going grey from his new diet of carcass and steroids. Yes, Drew, we see that redroid neck.
I was 123 pounds. As soon as I went to the gym and I started working out, I gained 30 pounds in 3 months. 30 pounds in 3 months. I went from 123 to 153.
Okay, so I thought that gaining 30 pounds in 3 months sounded like a lot, but maybe you were just really genetically gifted for gaining muscle. But then I saw this video on Scooby's channel about someone who took a ridiculous amount of steroids to the point where he just got complete psychosis and it destroyed his life.
I think I took it for like 3 months and I gained I was 175. I think I got up to like 200.
Wow. And it's like you said, as far as being able to prove that you can gain muscle mass on a calisthenics program, I wanted to do that too. That was my whole goal when I first moved to Hawaii. I wanted to get into calisthenics and prove that I could gain muscle mass, and I couldn't even gain more than a couple pounds on whole food plant-based. Yeah, like
could do it with weights and like some Anavar? Yes.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah, like
Charles at least admits that he was using steroids.
The traps are popping off out of my shoulders, and then take a look at the leanness. I'm definitely very lean. I'm telling you guys that I was taking steroids, and that's what it took for me to achieve that level of my physique.
When Charles moved to Los Angeles, he stopped taking steroids, and he started to fall hard into drugs like meth and heroin. These drugs caused his health to suffer, as well as deteriorated his body. Yet, he blamed it all on veganism.
right.
Is it just me? Is Drew kind of agreeing and knowing what he's talking about a little too much there? And I don't know if you all caught that, but Drew does seem to be like, oh yeah, I did have that experience, yet he's cut off by Charles.
It's just a good example, but
It's a great example. I totally agree. I had the same experience. Yes,
but
yes.
doing strictly calisthenics and whole food plant-based diet, that's why that's why some people, okay, you
can
see
say
them
any name you want on
I
this.
think Vegetable Police hasn't made any progress in like 3 years. I'm just saying.
Even now, even on the meat diet.
Well, I'm talking about like when he was vegan, he was doing his, remember he was like devoted to calisthenics.
Yeah, he wasn't making any gains at all.
Yeah,
and I said that to him on his channel.
For like 3 years,
Right,
So
yes.
Vegetable Police was once a raw vegan, He ate very plain and simple foods due to his ulcerative colitis. A video of him in 2015 shows that he did in fact gain weight and muscle.
And I just want to show you my 4-month progress so far. On the left, I was 123 pounds with no strength. I never worked out. 4 months later, working out just twice a week, and I'm 145 pounds now and feel way better. I'm not eating a ton either, so maybe that's slowing my progression a bit, but I'm really happy with the results I've got so far.
However, it wasn't until he went to Thailand and became a carnivore that people started praising him for the way he looked. The high amount of meat and dairy that he consumed caused his ulcerative colitis to return. He is back to where he started, perhaps even worse.
It is so painful. I forgot how painful this illness is. Initially, when I first saw the blood, I was thinking, can I heal this on the carnivore diet? So I just started eating meat like regular, and it was just so painful. I was like, there's no way. I can't, no way. I was always curious because I healed mine on the fruit diet. And the carnivore thing, once I was healed, felt pretty good in my gut. But while you're in a flare, don't even think about it. It's just rocks. Rocks. So I just stopped eating meat. I did a juice fast for 9 days. 9 full John Rose days. It's like, what am I doing? What did I do? I wasted all that time in Thailand of a carnivore diet.
When I compare my results now, the last 4 months of what I've gained on meat, or on primarily a carnivore-based diet, versus 4 months when I first moved to Hawaii and I was on a truly whole foods plant-based diet. We're talking no protein powders, nothing like that. After about 3 months, I threw in the towel and started back onto vegan protein powders and soy milk banana smoothies. This is when I was able to get enough calories and protein to make some quicker strength and weight gains. I was 135 pounds and I couldn't even gain past 136 pounds.
Lies, lies, and more lies. It seems that from video to video, live stream to live stream, Drew changes his story. What's going on in his head? Is everything okay? I really am trying to be serious and on point here. I am aware that people with eating disorders and body image issues tend to lie in order to hide what they are really doing, not only to avoid shame, but to continue their dangerous behavior. Guys like Drew and Charles are really part of the problem. Guys like them often encourage other people to push their bodies to extreme just so they can look, quote unquote, aesthetic. I feel like this is very toxic, and this is the problem with being online when you have an eating disorder. Communities and people like this tend to really just suck you in and add fuel to the fire.
Again, why should I trust any YouTube comments? These people are just f***ing crazy. You can't please everybody. It's either you're too skinny, you're too fat. No matter how I look, I'm going to hear this stupid, retarded bull. So what I've learned from all this is you just have to learn to not give a f***. And that can be difficult. But again, you can train yourself to do this if you know. Damn it. Thing there. So I'd say the take-home message is just learn how to not give a f***. It's really difficult. One of the main issues with these body image disorders is that you have a preoccupation with how you look, and it can be hard not to give a f***. But I think the first step in learning how to not give a f*** is why people are saying this shit to you, why people are like pressuring you to look a certain way. It can be things like jealousy, it can be things like sexuality. They're just trying to look at you to get off. These people have like weird body image problems themselves, and it's all bad. Like, even when you hear positive comments, you should even kind of train yourself to block that out. Positive or negative, these comments can hurt you if you do have a body image disorder. So learn to block it all out and just focus on improving yourself. don't feel pressured to look a certain way for people, and just exercise, be fit, be healthy, and, try to get help from family, friends, whatever.
I think Vegan Gains means well, and I am glad that he has talked about his own issues and also how comments online can get to you. But I don't think it is as simple as ignoring comments or not giving a fuck. Society tends to tell men to toughen up and keep problems to themselves. Because of this stigma, major issues like this are often ignored or swept under the rug. Both men and women struggle with these issues. If you find yourself being affected, I highly recommend logging off social media for a while. Please do talk to a trusted friend or family member. Together, you can make a doctor's appointment to make sure there is nothing wrong with you, at least physically. But from there, it is your choice to possibly seek some counseling. Again, this video is not meant to body shame or spread any hate towards anyone mentioned, but to spread some light on an issue that, dare I be bold to reveal. Anyways, I hope you're all well. Thanks for watching, and until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.